Hey.
Good morning. Good evening and welcome. Welcome to the Hypnosis show. This is a show is a little different from other shows that I've done. Some of you are old friends who have seen the show before and still come back. You will come back every time. Some are new to the show. I do want to preface that this is a hypnosis show. Okay, so we're going to do some Tramian tonight, some hypnosis. This is the English show. Very different from the last time I did an English show. All the faces tonight are Chinese, except for a couple. Last time we did a very different mix. But this is a comedy show. It's a comedy club, so we will have some fun. But the way we have fun is different from standard comedy shows that are here at the comedy club. Usually, we stop the CD. Normally the comedy is not actually from making mistakes, but we'll pretend it is, okay? Usually when you have a stand-up comedy show, the performer is the star. But for a show like this, I am not the star. I am incredibly important, but I'm the guide. Actually, the folks who volunteer tonight are going to be the star. Now, I want to preface this with a couple things. I am not a magician. I won't come up and do magic tricks, other than tricks with the mind. So I may ask you to visualize and imagine things. And when I do, I want you to imagine as if it's real. Like when you were a little kid and you played dolls. Or if you were a little girl, you played Army, I don't know. But you were playing so well that whatever you were playing felt real and you lost sense of time. So for tonight only, please re-engage that part of your imagination that can imagine so well that things become real. And then once that happens, we can perform some miracles. For instance, if you were to, I will not harm you, yet. If you were to imagine, say, a happy thought. Think of a happy thought. You got it? Are you sure? Because you don't look happy. You're like, please, not me. There, you smiled. That's a happy thought. Think of a happy thought. Now imagine that happy thought getting bigger. Just make it like you feel that thought. Now, put that happy thought right here. Whoa. And then when I take that happy thought, I want to check. Ooh. I said happy, not horny. You can have it back. Okay, now, that's the only magic trick I do tonight, and I suck at it. So what we're going to do is magic of the mind. She's trying to find her thought. It's still there. Now, and tonight we're going to make that happy thought. We're going to give it to everyone. Now, this is an adult show, so to come up here, you should be an adult. But my understanding is that they're not supposed to let any kids in here, so we're going to have some fun. Because this is a risque show, some of the humor will be adult in nature. So when I ask for volunteers, I want folks who are playful, interested in having fun. Now, I'm not going to be completely and totally creepy tonight. Okay, I have to watch that. I'm not going to ask you to do anything you're uncomfortable with. So what you're going to notice tonight is, with the hypnosis, everyone reacts differently. And everyone reacts within their own boundaries of comfort and self-control or inhibitions or lack of inhibitions. And that's okay. Now, ideally, we'll have some folks volunteer tonight who have no morals or inhibitions. But don't let that stop you from enjoying yourself and giving yourself an excuse to have some fun. All I really ask from you is that you join me in an experiment that journeys into the imagination so that we can see how far or how not so far we go with it, okay? Now, first off, since some of you are new to my presentation and don't know what hypnosis is, it's a focused state of concentration and imagination. I cannot hypnotize you. I'm getting hypnotized from that. I can't walk up and control you. Okay, it has nothing to do, it has a little to do with me because I've studied, I've practiced, and I'm very, very good at this. I know what to say to help guide you into this state. But I can't force you to do it. So if you don't want to be hypnotized tonight, please don't volunteer. Once in a while somebody goes to a show like this and they say, "You can't hypnotize me, damn it." "Come on, Mr. Hypnotist man, hypnotize me." I can't do it. You're right, I can't. So stay in your seat. Don't come up here. Because it's like this. To hypnotize you, and in a moment I will, but to hypnotize you, I tell you what to do as a guide. And I'm a reasonably nice guy, no matter what my students say. And as a guide, I'll take care of you. But if you don't want to do it, just don't follow my directions. But that would be such a loss. Because when you do it, it feels real good. And by real good, I mean really. It feels wonderful. You can accomplish things with your mind that most people can only dream of. Now, we're going to do some silly things tonight. The folks who come up here, I'm going to ask them to do some strange and silly things. If I didn't, you wouldn't pay money to come here. Okay? You didn't come here to watch me relax and feel nice. Now feel a little more nice and stay relaxed. Isn't that amazing? No, you came here to see all the stuff you see on TV and movies, right? You came here to have a good time. So when I give suggestions up here that are silly and weird and wacky, it's because it's a show. If I were working with you for therapy, I wouldn't do those things. But for silly and wacky in a show, there are certain things I'm not going to ask you to do. Okay? I am going to take care of you. And so, you're my friends for tonight. Okay? You paid to come in, so you paid to be my friends for tonight. I will take care of you because I want you to come back again. Okay? I want you to tell your friends, "Well, I went to that hypnotist show and he was so awesome." I like it when people say, "Damn, he's awesome." For some reason, I like that. Because it means more people will come and I get to do more shows. And honestly, I could do a show every week. I love doing this stuff. Literally love it in a non-creepy way. So I will take care of you. No one's going to do anything that will overly embarrass themselves. No one's going to be doing anything that might be immoral. Okay? Depending on what your morals are. Okay? You will keep all your clothes on. As far as you remember. Okay? Let's see. Now, seriously, if I were to give you suggestions to do creepy and strange things in a show, you might give some leeway. It's like some people, when they've been drinking a little, they do stupid things. All right? Now, you're doing it here because it feels good and you're having fun. But if I were to meet you on the street and give you the same suggestions, you'd just say, "Well, what the hell are you talking about?" And you wouldn't do it. All right? Now, if I, either here or out there, were to go too far, whatever that means, for you, you're not going to follow the suggestions. Okay? If I were to hypnotize the entire audience tonight, in the next couple of minutes, and I were to say things like, "It feels awful warm in here, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel warm in here? It's like the air conditioner's broken and it's getting hotter and hotter." And you just feel uncomfortable, right? You're sweating. And then the air conditioner kicks in and it starts feeling better. And you notice that, don't you? And you feel light. And you feel a cool breeze coming through the room. And then it gets warmer again. And the warmth just starts getting hotter and drier and hotter and drier. So hot that you start itching in your clothes. And you just want to take them off. And you take your clothes off now. And if I were to do that, I got to wait for a second to see if she does it. Most of you wouldn't do it, right? Please say, "No, I would not." Okay, she looks like she's lying. Most of you wouldn't do it. Why not? Because that's not something most people are comfortable with. There might be a couple of you, like that lady there, who would, no problem. But for the most part, you wouldn't. And you'll notice that in some of the suggestions I get. So let's move on and give everyone a taste of what trance is like, okay? Everyone stand up. Stand. Please hold up your right hand, your left hand. Place the thumbs together like so, about 9 to 12 inches in front of your face at nose level, okay? Now look at the tips of your thumbs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Move the right hand down, keeping the left hand up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reverse the motion. Every breath out, reverse the motion. Every breath in, every breath out. Reverse the motion until it gets faster and faster. Now begin turning from side to side. Faster. Faster. Turning from side to side. Look at all the people around you. Don't they look like dumbasses? That's as stupid as you're going to look tonight. So if you come up here, nothing I ask you to do is going to look sillier than you're standing, "Oh, what's he doing? What's he doing?" All right, okay. I only do that because I am evil and twisted. Stay standing, please. Let's do a real one. Take your hands. Place them together. Okay? Hold up. Oh, we're not going to do the fingers. We're going to just do the hands. Hold your hands out like this. All right. Now hold them tight and look at your thumbs. Look at your thumbs. Look at your thumbs. Only look at your thumbs. Now, with every breath in and every breath out, I want you just to imagine. Remember that playful imagination. And imagine your hands getting tighter and tighter. Tighter and tighter. Tighter and tighter. Breathe in. Tighter. Breathe out. Tighter. Tighter. Your hands getting so tight. So tight. As if I placed glue upon them. Glue upon your hands. There is glue upon your hands so that they feel like one piece of wood. One piece of wood. So the more you try to pull them apart, the tighter they become. Try to pull your hands apart, they get tighter and tighter. Try to pull them apart. They get tighter and tighter. Try to pull them apart. Really try to pull your hands apart. They get tighter and tighter. Really try. Are you trying? Try harder. They get even tighter, even tighter, even tighter. And those of you who cannot pull your hands apart, hold them up like this. Those of you whose hands came apart, just leave them. If your hands are still together, hold them up. Hold them up. All right. We see some volunteers for tonight. Great. And relax. Kind of creepy and weird, right? Now, a couple people were like this. Okay, try to pull your hands apart. Okay, what? But a few people really felt it, right? And a couple people, they were, well, I know I can pull them apart, but I'm just not going to. Now, everyone responded differently to that. We're going to play tonight. What I'd like to do is play with some of you a little more. If you'd like to experience what complete hypnosis is, that's just a suggestion, okay? It's a common suggestibility test, which is a way hypnotists see whose higher response is. Tonight, we have 5 chairs for volunteers. If the chairs fill up, and they will, if you still want to follow along, you can follow along. That's okay, all right? Now, you will notice that some people I won't keep up here. I'll send them away. It doesn't mean you suck or can't be hypnotized or are incredibly stupid. Although studies have shown that creative people tend to be more hypnotizable. People with higher intelligence and concentration tend to be more hypnotizable. If your IQ is under 75, you probably can't do this stuff. But most of you are higher than 75. Some just, most of you much more. So as long as you can follow the directions, you should be okay. But I want what are called natural suggestives. Anyone can be hypnotized, given practice. But for a show like this, you don't want to spend a lot of time watching me work on someone. You want me to work with people who can pop fast so we can get right to the fun, right? So right now, if you'd like to experience an incredibly wonderful state of mind, come on up. Join me.